Kevin, today's the day.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna fly your airplane for the first time.
It's not gonna be the Mindy, Joe, and MoJo show today?
No, Kevin can be on the show today. Now, you've flown it a few times with me. We've only flown this plane a handful of times. The last one is when it came out of maintenance, and I just don't like to teach on post-maintenance flights because those are the ones where you need to pay attention the most. And now this is our first flight after that. So Kevin is gonna sit left seat today. I'm gonna be your instructor, and we're gonna see how this goes.
Wish me luck.
So we're gonna be taking off and landing at our home grass strip, but in between, we're gonna head to another airport, to a paved airport, get a few practice landings in before we come back here because this airport is a little bit more challenging.
Just a little bit.
But you're gonna do great. I'm really excited for you to sit left seat for the first time. Woo, 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 woo.
Clear!
All right, so keep it light on the nose, but definitely don't be pulling it off the ground. We got 10 degrees of flap, so it is gonna wanna pop off when it's ready. But just because we're on a grass field doesn't mean we need to do like soft field, because the ground's quite hard today. So what I want you to do is keep it straight, looking down the runway, not too close to you. Look down the runway, and just keeping it light with full power, rudder as needed to keep it straight. We don't really have any wind today. And you're gonna feel when the plane is ready. And an our plane, honestly, it's right when the airspeed starts to register. It kind of registers a little late, in my opinion.
Okay.
But you'll see that kind of come alive. But just stay looking outside. I'll let you know when it's kind of ready.
You
And it
with
will
me?
too.
You gonna stay with me?
You got this.
All right. You ready? We got mixture air full, wheels on both, trim set, flaps 10.
All right, add the power. Good. Keeping it straight. Yep, just keep it light. You're good. Keep it on the ground, but keep it light. You got full power in?
Yep.
All right, now you can bring it off the ground gently. Yep. Good airspeed. Yep, keep it right here, about 90. You're right here is where you're looking. A little nose down for me. We're a little slow. Yeah. Just a nice gentle
climb.
Okay, now I want you to take your flaps out nice and slow. Push the button and then down to the floor. Great. Now keep climbing at about 100, 120, somewhere comfortable, but I do want you to pull the power back to the green. So that's right here on your manifold. Pull it back. See that green band? Keep it going. There we go. And now I want you to roll back your prop to about 2,400 RPM. Yep, keep rolling it back. We're looking right here. That's 25. Keep going, keep going. There we go. See how it sounds just so much better now? It's happier.
Yep.
Are you good?
Yep. We're good.
All right, let's make a right turn out. How'd that feel? Are you good?
Yeah, did it.
Okay.
How much rudder were you on there?
No, not at all. I'm good.
Okay.
We could have popped it off the ground a little earlier, but like I said, our airspeed doesn't
It
register.
felt like you wanted to climb, and you said just be light, so I was just thinking to be light.
Yep. So like we're not trying out our short field performance today. We'll play with that another day. Right now, I just want to do normal takeoffs and landings with you. All right, you can level right here. And
This feels pretty good.
this is about it. Trim it if you need to. So if you pull the trim towards you, the nose will come up, and if you push it down, the nose will go down. Remember to fly the airplane first, and then trim it to relieve the pressure.
Okay.
And you can pull back the power now to, I don't know, 20. Right here, we're looking. See that 20? Yeah, we're just going to slow up. We're at 2,000 feet. Traffic pattern's 1,800, and we're nearly there.
We are nearly there.
Okay, so I want you to switch over to Falcon, which is on your left on the radio. There's a button. Yes.
Delta.
Great.
Okay, we're 83 Charlie. Passing through
was talking like this. How you feel? Are you good?
I'm focused.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, let's do it. So I don't know which way they're going, but
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. You're doing the right thing. No matter what, we're gonna come
south.
down here to the south.
Alpha is on the go. Make left close tracking down.
I still didn't hear.
He didn't say the runway.
South traffic check 8260 Yankees, taking off runway 31.
3-1. Great job holding altitude.
I'm not doing anything. MoJo's doing that.
That's the point. A lot of people overfly the airplane.
Dr. Trav says, Skylane 02 Delta midfield, left downwind, runway 31 Doc.
Great. Alright, so we're going to want to pull the power back. Below 100 miles per hour is our whole flap range. Bring the power to roughly 15 manifold.
10 miles to the south, going to maneuver for the 45 and left downwind 31 Doc.
Alright, we're below 100.
Great. Get my first notch in.
Dr. Trav, Skylane 02 Delta, turning left base, runway 31 Falcon.
Let's do a full stop this one.
Traffic Skyhawk 9342 Tango is 5 miles out on the ILS 31 approach shot.
Plenty of room. Next notch of flaps. Finals clear.
Crosswind 31 Falcon.
Dr. Trav, Skylane 02 Delta, turning final, runway 31 Falcon.
You got the pilot voice. Alright, you know how to land a plane, boy. Keep the nose down. We're getting a little slow. Nose down and add power. Alright, slowly start working it out. Look down the runway. You're looking good. Keep it coming. Now pull power out and just hold the flare.
Traffic.
Hold it, hold it.
Zero line
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Party one
Keep
way.
the nose off. We're not trying to impress nobody. Getting off at the next taxiway, okay? Little right rudder. Little right rudder. No brake, just right rudder.
I want a brake too.
Now you can start braking. Look, there's the nose down.
Yeah.
Traffic Sky 14 Tango, thanks for 3 miles out, ILS 31. You might be able to squeeze in if you want. Cherokee 148, take off the field left down with touch go.
Alright, you know what to do. Get lined up and full power, keep it light. Alright, we're in the green. Airspeed's alive. Yeah, about now. Good, you got that feeling now. Good. Now nose down a little, give me some brakes, get the wheel stop spinning. Great. Slowly let the flaps out. Yeah, finesse it. Just as you lean down to get the flaps out, careful not to push the nose over with you. Keep this left hand stiff, because you don't want to control the plane as you're headed down.
Makes sense. I have to feel myself doing that.
Yeah, now pull the power back for me.
Yep, slowly rolling it back.
Yep, into the green band. Yeah, I'd like to get you a few more, but it's just getting dark.
Yep.
So let's head back to the strip. You'll do just fine there. I'm not worried about you. Feel good? It's a good flying plane, huh?
Yeah, it is.
It's fun to fly. That's what it is. And we can land to the south again. Unless, which way do you prefer to land at our strip? Do you know?
No.
Let's,
No idea.
I'd say let's land south. That way the trees don't freak you out. I'd rather you have to come in a little bit steeper and not have the trees so close.
Okay.
Let's land south.
Okay.
Consider bringing the power back now to about 15, and then you can pull the carb heat.
Alright.
Are you below 100?
Yes.
I want you to tell me that.
Below 100.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Alright. You can go mixture full now.
Pop full.
Wait till we're on final. Alright, you can start to turn in, like, just north of that lake. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep, and you're good on your descent. We're about 1,300 on final is what we want to be. Yep, square it off. So kind of get right on the edge of this lake right here. Yep, point towards that open pasture.
Okay.
Yep, keep that power where it's at. Keep the descent coming, very good. You want to start the turn final. We're a little bit faster than the Cub. Yep, get on center line for me. Can keep flying this way until we get on center. Great. That's good. Get your last notch of flaps. Prop full forward. Start to inch out power for me and keep the nose the way it is. We're going to keep the nose down. And now back out. Ground effect. Ground effect. Hold it. Nope, no brakes.
No brakes.
I want you to keep the nose light. We're full aft. Now you can start to add a little brakes if you'd like. Not a lot. It's okay if we miss our turning. But I think you got it. All right. Let's make the turn. Add some power through the turn. We don't want to get stuck.
Oh, we did.
I'm cleaning you up.
Okay. I think I understand the problem.
What's the problem?
My feet are just on the brakes.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah, we don't like that. The rudder pedals.
Go super slow for me down this hill.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
So we only got to do one landing at Falcon. Walk me through that. How was the takeoff here and landing at Falcon?
Well, takeoff here was good. The trees on either side didn't really affect me because you kept telling me, look down the runway, look down the runway, look down the runway, and I listened.
That's what you should do every time, not just
So
here.
taking off here was good, but what's crazy about this plane is I'm pulling the power back once we get up above the tree line. You're having me, because it's so powerful, there's so much energy going. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's what you're not used to. You're used to just like full power, full mixture till you get to cruise. And we can do that, but just for our engine life, if we bring it back a little bit and just do like a nice cruise climb once we're clear of obstacles, that's what our operating manual wants us to do, and it's been working really good for me.
Yeah, but heading to Falcon, it felt like home.
Yeah.
You know, that landing was better. I think we planted it a little bit hard on the pavement, but
that was your first landing back in a long time, but it was fine.
And I didn't, you were walking me through the numbers and everything, but that felt good. Taking off from Falcon was good. Coming back home, that was different. We're gonna need a little bit more practice there. But what'd you think?
You initially started coming in like we were in our Cub.
Yeah.
And this plane's faster, so you have to account for the ground speed. So that means, with a little Cub, you can have such a tight little traffic pattern, but you need more space to make those turns in a 182 where you're going significantly faster. So you started to come in really tight, which I applaud you. I love that, and we'll get there. But I needed you to have some extra time to get through all the procedures that we needed to get.
Yeah, I think my takeaway is I'm gonna have a little longer downwind.
Yeah, and I don't want you making a huge traffic pattern. I want you to make a safe traffic pattern. That way, if you had an issue, you're in gliding distance to the runway. But it can't be, 500 feet like a Cub.
The biggest difference is we're coming over the trees, and as soon as we clear it, you're like, push it down, which I did. And the landing was fine. I know you helped a little bit, let's be honest. But we turned off at our house, which, was 1,000 feet. Not too much distance that was used on.
Yeah, we used less than half the runway. You probably landed, in about 1,000 feet. That'd be about right. But that also includes super tall trees on one end. So we have 100-foot trees, and then our runway is like bucked up to that. So this landing area of the runway is essentially unusable because unless you're slipping really hard down below those trees to utilize that front part of the runway, you really can't use it. So when we got above the trees and runway's made, we know we're there, and we know that we're at a good airspeed. Right when we clear the trees, that's chop and drop time. And that's strange for you. I know you haven't done that. You don't do that at normal airports.
No.
So right when you clear the trees, it's full power out, nose to the ground, because you got to make up for that 100 feet, where normally at the end of the runway there, you'd be at 20 feet, not 100 feet. So you got to make up for a little bit. That way we can utilize our runway, because we don't have a super long runway.
No.
And there's trees on the other side too.
So what do you think? As my CFI, am I signed off?
Why would you ask me that right now?
I think that's a no. So we're gonna probably do this a couple more times.
You fly the airplane fine. If we were based at Falcon, 100%. If you want to go fly to Falcon or a paved normal airport, yes. But our runway environment, we just need to do a couple more laps.
We
here.
need a little bit more practice, because if
How
not,
do you feel here?
I'm gonna have to use this little contraption you bought me for Christmas if I go up by myself and have to land at home.
I don't think you'll have time to use that.
I hope not.
So how do you feel landing here? You asked me if you're signed up or signed off. Are you comfortable to be signed off?
I was nowhere near as nervous that I thought I would be. I was, in the moment and comfortable, but no, I don't want to go up by myself for a couple more times. But I could see it happening soon.
Yeah.
I've never flown the plane before, so we're learning, and I got the best teacher there is.
Thank you. Well, very, very good job. We will continue this another time. Hopefully in the next week or two, you'll be running away with the keys.
MoJo and Kevin show.
No.